Welcome to Lesson 2, Athol Highlanders. In this lesson, we're going to walk through another little chunk in line 1, and you can click on the link below to look at all the lessons as well as the sheet music that I'm following for you there. So this little chunk, it falls into nicely with the pickup of line 1. So we'll cover that pickup that we didn't do it, that comes before lesson 1. So we're going to cover the pickup, and we're going to cover this little chunk here. So that's the little chunk we're going to work on. So let's talk non-embellishments first, then we'll add in the embellishments. So non-embellishments, we're on the B. We're going B, C, and that's just going up the scale. So we're just lifting up one finger of the bottom hand and dropping the pinky. From C, we're going up to D, and that's just going up the scale as well. But what really matters is the timing. So that C to D is simply lifting one finger, but what really matters is the timing. So that C is short again, just like in that last phrase we did in lesson 1. That C is really short. And it goes right back into the phrase that we've already done. And if I put that in with this first phrase, no embellishments, that B is a little bit long, C is short. There we go. That's the one. One more time, no embellishments. Starting on that B. There we go. No embellishments makes my brain work harder. That's good for me. So that's the no embellishments. And if we do with embellishments, we have a couple grace notes we need to add in here. So our first grace note is on that B. And if we're doing a grace note on that B, maybe we better back up one note to that low A where we ended off that phrase. Remember that? So we're on the low A. So we have to go low A up to B, and we're going to get there with the G grace note. So top finger of the top hand lifts. We lift up that B finger, top finger comes down. And here we have tricky transition from D to E. These three fingers have to drop down. Our ring finger has to come up on our top hand, and our pinky finger has to come up on the bottom hand. And we're going to get there with a G grace note. So that top finger has to lift, and we do our transition, and then the top finger comes down. So in this phrase, that second beat of bar 2 is happening on that B. And then it's the same timing as before. Next major downbeat. There's 2 major downbeats per bar. It's a 6/8 timing, so we've talked about that. There's 6 beats, but we're not tapping out all 6. We're just tapping out beat 1 and beat 3. So, and we talked about that in lesson 1, so you can have a review if you missed it. Our second beat of bar 2 is on that B. And then in the next bar, it's the same as bar 1. So we have one downbeat on the first E, the next downbeat on the second E. And let's talk about that pickup too. So the pickup is going to have a very familiar feel because it's just what we did except without the B. That's what we just worked on. We're just going to take away that first note. So no B. We're just going to start on this C. And and that C doesn't get a beat. It's actually on the upbeat, so it's on the offbeat. So we're not going to tap our foot on that C. We're going to tap our foot on that first E of the first bar. No embellishments first. And with embellishments, so we have a G grace note on that C. That's the only new embellishment we're adding in here. So we have two G grace notes quite quickly. One on the C, we go up to the D, we do a G grace note up to that E. And then the ending of this line we're going to work on in the next lesson. It's not too difficult. I know you can get it. So click on the workshop link below and access it now. Lesson 3 is a free lesson, so you can jump at it. And I can't wait to see you there in lesson 3. Until next time, happy piping.